And there were no bites. And then Taylor's scandal broke out. And then everyone was like, okay, wait a minute. Can you imagine if we had a reality show during that time of the scandal? It would have just been insane. Hirsch asked if they actually pitched the show, to which Leavitt explained, from what I was told, our management was like, putting it out there, but no bites. And then the scandal happened. And it was like everyone wanted a piece of this pie. Elsewhere in the interview, Whitney opened up about husband Connor's changing views on social media and the Montauk world. I'd say right now it's felt like a lot because I have 3 kids now, and I've been gone a lot and then filming the show. And so we're still trying to figure that out, she explained. We're trying to navigate it because, yeah, I'm not used to being away from my family this much. She also applauded Connor's willingness to take on childcare for son Billie Jean, 7 months, 3-year-old son Liam, and 5-year-old daughter Sedona, as she tackles her newfound fame. I'd have a sitter if he was needed too, if both of us obviously had to leave. But when it was just him, it's just him, she proudly shared. Hirsch was impressed the father of 3 could handle it, to which Whitney said, if I could do it, he could do it. I mean, I would love to have someone on hand. We talk about it all the time. This is just another sign where I'm like, I really need to find someone on hand. Because sometimes we'll find a sitter, and I live around a lot of family, but I do think it's time for some extra help. Taylor Frankie Paul is learning more about her family history in an unexpected way. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star, 31, shared pictures on her Instagram story on Tuesday, June 10, revealing that she has family she's never met who contacted her after seeing her on reality TV. Taylor has previously been open about the fact that she was raised by her mom, Lian. Her biological father wasn't present in her life growing up. The two had only met once prior to his death. Lian raised Taylor alongside her husband Jeremy, who came into the picture when Taylor was 2 years old. Looks like I have family I've never met out there watching got this in the mail. She captioned the first photo, showing a partial photo of a young man, her biological father, holding an infant Taylor. She shows the photo in its entirety next, which also features Taylor's mom, Lian. During a season 2 episode, Taylor got emotional while reflecting on the single time she met her father, discussing how his lack of involvement in her life affected her. I met my dad once, she said during an emotional confessional. My mom took me to a restaurant. I don't know how old I was, 4 maybe, and he sees me, and he's like, "What's up, kid?" And that's literally all he says to me. And I remembered turning around and going back to my booth. Taylor explained that she never heard from my dad after that day, and that interaction stuck with me more than I ever thought. When you feel like your dad does not love you, and that's the only words he has to say to you, I think there's just a wound there that's been there for a very long time that I've never addressed. And that's why I'm probably fixating on, she said through tears. Taylor previously shared a photo of her biological dad as a child himself on TikTok in April, marveling at his resemblance to her youngest son ever. I can't help to wonder if he sent a part of him that he could never give me to help me through one of my lowest points. #grip #biological #myboy #twins. Read the original article on People. Netflix's Love is Blind seeks to answer a question that's haunted humanity for centuries. Is love blind? The answer, as the series repeatedly demonstrates, is absolutely not. That said, the reality dating show does have its success stories. For a while, its batting average after 8 seasons was better than you might think. But a handful of recent splits are changing that. Here's the premise. A gaggle of matrimony-seeking singles, separated by gender, go on dates in pods that put a wall up between the potential couples. The goal is for the singles to connect on an emotional and intellectual level before seeing each other in person, thus building a foundation stronger than just physical attraction. It's a good idea in theory, but we've seen enough seasons by now to know many pod romances crumble once the masks are off. After all, one of the show's guiltiest pleasures is searching each contestant's face during the reveal to suss out their true feelings. Read on to see which Love is Blind couples are still together and which ones aren't after taking the plunge on TV. Sister Wives. Kody wants to go on a guy's trip with ex-Christine's new husband David, as he admits, "I've enjoyed his company." Kody Brown is actually quite fond of ex-wife Christine Brown's new husband David Woolley. On the latest installment of Sister Wives, One-on-One, airing on June 1, Kody reflected on the moment he was first introduced to David before he became Christine's spouse. The Brown family patriarch, who is currently only married to Robyn Brown after their plural marriage ended, noted that David is great and that he's probably a decent person. Host Sukanya Krishnan then asked whether Kody, 56, wanted to have a relationship with Christine and David, saying, "Did you see yourself possibly go out on a double date in a couple of years and get to know each other?" "Don't know. I think I'm very forgiving, and I think that'd be really easy for me," Kody explained. "Here's the thing. I've had conversations with David, since that just was kind of like I enjoyed his company and I had a dirty thought. I thought David and I should go on a guy's trip together. And then I went, no, that would just be so uncool to Christine. I just thought that would absolutely not be fair in any way," he added. Even more shocking, Christine said in her own interview with One-on-One host Sukanya, "In a whole other world and universe, I thought it would be nice if, Kody and David could get along and just be buddies." Noting how Kody expressed a similar sentiment, Sukanya also revealed Kody's guy trip idea to the couple, who wed in October 2023. "We could do that," David said, while Christine responded, "You'd have a good time." David said that for that to happen, there would be rules that needed to be changed, but said that's between Kody and I. Christine then said she'd go on a double date with Kody and Robyn in the future, but right now, no. "Honestly, I'd have to talk a lot about it beforehand," she said. "I'd be a mess before. I'd be like, I don't know if I can do this." And David would be like, "It's going to be oak. You're going to be fine. I'm here. I got you." I have a lot of nervousness about that, and a lot of nervousness about being around them right now. Christine's nervousness to be around them stems from the fact that Kody doesn't know who I am. She added, "I don't like what he says about me." Kody, too, has his reservations about it all as well. He pointed out how the exes are not talking, and he's unsure if they're gonna be able to fix it. "We just haven't healed that much," he said, with the host noting that coming face-to-face with Christine could be beneficial to getting them on better terms. "Maybe, yeah, maybe not," he said. "Christine's very undermining." The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives could have been on our screens before 2024. Whitney Leavitt appeared on the latest episode of the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, where she revealed to host Amanda Hirsch that the ladies of Mom Talk were ready to grace our screens before the Hulu reality series came to be. So it's funny, we, at the time, were all at the same agency and/or management group. And we were like, oh, how funny. We have so much drama. How funny would it be if we had like a reality show? Whitney recalled us, since they seemed damn near perfect on their season. One of the franchise's strongest couples, Brett and Tiffany, have flexed their connection at Love is Blind reunions and on social media, where they revealed last fall that they're new homeowners. Who would have thought a reality TV show would lead us to our happily ever after? They wrote in a joint post, "We've explored the world, created unforgettable memories, and built a rock-solid foundation of laughter, trust, and unconditional love. Imperfectly perfect for each other, we're proud to be living life on our own terms and savoring every moment together." We could crack a joke or two, but what is there to say? He had a lot of sneakers, She fell asleep in the pods. That just makes them more relatable. Let's be honest, these two were a snooze. We say this, of course, as drama-hungry consumers of a television program.